Welcome to the fourth and final Terminal 2 Tuesday. We are wrapping up Endless Studios' Endless Summer event today with a focus on coding and debugging. My name's Katie, and I'll be your host today. If you want to get a head start on hacking today's game, load up the bunker at terminal2.com/games/the-bunker. We are also going to announce the winners of our grand prize raffle. Each week, we've shared ways you can earn entries, and today we will discover who wins. That's right. We're going to play, have fun, and code, and give away our top prize raffle. All right, let's get started. So, coding in different programming languages is what allows us to get what we want out of a computer. If we're making a game, a website, or even an app, our phones or on our phones, you're coding. So there are a bunch of different programming languages, and they all focus on different types of software and products. You likely won't use the same language to code a game as you would code an ATM to properly look up a bank account or dispense or receive money. Debugging is different from coding, only in that we say we are debugging software when we're trying to fix it. So whenever your program isn't doing what you expected or it's running a little funky, you debug it in order to fix the problem. Technically, coding and debugging are both programming, but they represent the difference between creating or updating software or fixing it. It's all about the intent. Here is some fun debugging trivia for you. The first recorded computer bug was literally a bug in the computer. Scientists and engineers at Harvard University were looking into errors their computer was generating and discovered an actual moth in the machine. The computers back then were so big that a moth got stuck inside and caused a bunch of problems with their programs. You can learn more about this literal debugging by looking up Grace Hopper. She spent her lifetime working on computers, standards, and programming. If you watched last week's Terminal 2 Tuesday, you might remember that I asked my friend Craig to come back and join us this week as well. Let's bring him in to talk about coding and debugging. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Katie. It's great to be back.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. So we're talking about coding and debugging this week, and I'm wondering if
Yeah.
you have any real-world examples of coding or debugging that isn't a program on a computer?
So yeah, I do. I'm a baker. I really love baking, and if you're cool with it, I'd like to talk about debugging and coding in the kitchen.
Sure. That's someplace I didn't expect to find code in.
Yeah, because you think, programming, you're on a keyboard, typey, or maybe drag and drop code elements if it's a visual programming language. Um, so, we code computer programs to make sure we get what we want from them, and we debug it to get, tweak the results to get exactly what we want if there's bugs or anything else. So you're always making something and then probably correcting or course correcting it to get to what you want. In the real world, that's exactly what we do when we bake. I really enjoy baking at home, and the processing of doing it is actually just like coding and debugging.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we bake, we follow a recipe. When we write the recipe, we're effectively coding it. If someone follows a recipe we write, they're using their kitchen like a computer to get the exact baked goods the recipe's for. So the recipe becomes the programming language of your kitchen. Just like a computer program, a recipe is a list of instructions that you follow to get the baked goods you want. When it doesn't turn out, like if you make something and it's not what you wanted, exactly the way you wanted it, you have to start debugging it. You look at the ingredients, you look at the instructions, and try to figure out what went wrong. Then you can make changes to the recipe and try it again. We can repeat the process of coding and debugging until we have exactly what we want from our kitchen item.
And get a lot of delicious kitchen treats as well.
Oh yeah. So as an example, if you've ever baked cookies and they didn't turn out, the cookie recipe, like I said, is effectively a coded program so you can debug it and fix your cookies. Sometimes when I try new recipes for cookies, they'll flatten out too much and become these thin, wafery things. They taste good, but they're not chewy enough because they're too thin. Usually when that's the bug with your cookie recipe, it's because there's too much butter. So you can debug the recipe, look at how much butter it said to use, and go, that's a bug. I'm going to use less butter. Do it again and see what happens. And hopefully you'll get thicker, chewier cookies that look like the ones on the screen where they're nice and round and have a little bit there. And you can see how the outside is going to be crunchy and the inside is going to be soft. That's so much better than a flat cookie.
Yeah, you're making me crave cookies.
It's kind of a job hazard, right? You hear about the cookies, you want the cookies. And the sad thing is, I don't have any cookies. Not tonight. No, can't share.
Soon.
All right.
All right. Well, if
So
we talk about cookies any longer, I'm gonna need you to send me some.
that could be arranged. That could be arranged. But maybe we need to get out of that space.
Yeah. Can we maybe talk about coding and debugging in games instead?
Yeah, if you're cool, let's talk about it in the bunker.
All right. So, for those of you watching at home, remember you can come play along while we play the bunker at terminal2.com/games/the-bunker on your computer. I hear the bunker is a tower defense game, and you build, hack, and fix turrets to fight against waves of oncoming enemies. The game teaches you everything you need to know, so it's friendly to beginners.
Yep.
And we can maybe even show a couple hints and tips as we get started.
I'd like to do that. Can I take over and play some? We'll show it.
Go for it.
All right. We're going to play the bunker. So, of course, it helps if I have my bunker window in the right place. Just a little. So we're going to make it full screen, and that'll be even better.
Nice.
So like all of our games, this is a game where programming concepts are taught. We'll skip through the introduction and kind of like the tutorial step and load the real game. And so this person here, Lainey, is our assistant and is going to help us understand how to play. So if you've never done programming or played the bunker, you don't have to worry about it. It'll teach you.
Great.
So I'm going to kind of go through all this, telling you like they're going to come from here and they're going to try to get you. Here's how to move your camera. That's our base in green. We want to protect that. So we know the bad guys are going to come around here.
All right.
And to defend ourselves, we're going to build towers on here by hacking. So see, now this here on the left, the tower hacking panel, we're going to really do code. We're going to really code and program here. And Lainey down in the corner tells us teaches us what we need to do. So we're going to start by...
I was going to say, what if I never coded before?
Yes. So we have a little helper. So I'm actually told we're going to do what it says, and tower equals new tower with the parentheses. And notice like this tower has a capital, this one does not. If I got that wrong, I'd probably have a bug.
Got it.
So now tower set range. I have to click back in the hacking panel, and I'm using a real keyboard here. And it says set range of 3. So now we know it'll shoot 3 units of distance. And it says the tower has 13 energy units. Notice after setting it, some is used. You can see the 3 are gone, and the red bars come up. So that's something we're going to mind in the game. And now we're going to do 2 other commands, which are to set its damage and fire rate. And I'm going to stop kind of focusing on Lainey and just get into the play. So set damage 5 and tower set.
Oh, and it's using up your energy.
Yeah. Now, if you remember, I watched the one with you and Nan where you were playing in Ovum City. So it's like these are properties, and these values tell those properties at what value to be. So this ties directly to that concept. And whenever you're programming, usually you have something called a debugger that will look for bugs and tell you if there are any there. So I'm going to get the game to let us run it. And it ran great because I'm a great skilled programmer, or at least can do what I'm told. If in a normal situation we don't have a buddy helping us, documentation is an important concept in programming. Most good programmers will write notes in the program or have a documentation book or something you can look at and go, oh, tell me how you create towers, right? And it gives you the code right there. So as you're playing the game, Lainey will go away, and you can still get the codes you need to code properly without bugs, so that you don't have to debug it. But this section, we don't have all the info we need.
Yeah, it's getting a little jumbled.
Same thing for materials, air ground targeting, boosting. So we have the basics. We're going to learn and play the rest out.
Cool.
All right. So
We have
now
tower.
I get to place a second tower, and I can write the code. So I want one here because I like playing tower defense games where my tower is by all of the roadway.
Okay.
I'm crazy like that. So I'm going to do a new hack, and the money, if you're playing along, the 5 here is right here. I have a budget of 6. That's my health on my home base.
Got it.
So I'm going to hack it, and I'm going to try to remember all of it, all by myself. So tower
All right.
equals, oops, see typo, new tower, and then tower set firing range. And what do you think we want to do this time? We did the other one was 355.
So this one's a little further from that entry point, so maybe make it bigger.
Okay, so like maybe a 6.
Sure.
Okay, tower set damage. Can we make it punch really hard?
Yes, I love damage.
So we'll say 6
Okay.
as well. And
I'm noticing firing range should not turn green, teal.
oh, that's a good point. And I want
It's
to
okay,
do
we'll check that after.
fire rate 1. And that
Okay.
turned green. You're right. So when we run it, oh, object has no method set firing range. You know what I did? I got fire rate and I did fire, so it should be just, if I remember. So I put a bug in the system. So I think, yeah, there we go. Look at that. So it went green. That was a good catch. So I coded poorly, and you have shamed me. And now we have corrected it by debugging. So my budget's 1. I can't build more because that was 5.
Okay.
So I think we're going to play. You ready?
I'm ready to see what happens.
Let's see how my towers did.
Start. Oh, there's multiple waves.
Oh, yeah. Tower defense. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look how fast it's going. Oh, we got money.
I'm going to move us. Yeah, that big gun was a good choice.
Yeah. Oh, here comes a big car. Floaty.
Let's see if we can get it.
Vehicle tank. Kill it. Get it.
And see, now the range on the first gun, it's too far.
Yeah. It's okay.
There we go.
We'll
Let's
get
keep
it.
that on the screen.
Maybe.
I think this one. Yep.
Oh, but now there's more.
There's more of them.
Nervous.
So, but we have a 6, so if we got really nervous, we could make a new gun, a new tower. I think we need a new tower. Do you agree?
Can we pause it?
Yeah, let's hack. And then it was tower equals new tower. I got that part down.
Yep.
And then it was tower set fire
range.
Rate.
Range. Rate.
Well, let's see, because it'll green, right? Hey!
Yeah.
We're debugging live, which is the best time to debug your code while you're writing it. Then you don't have problems.
Yeah.
Those guys were really close, so I think I want to shoot a lot.
Yes,
So
I agree.
make that an 8.
Okay.
Tower set damage. I'm also worried about that. And it said we had a budget of 13, so if I were to do 8 plus 5 is 13, 5, I'd shoot a lot and I'd hit fairly hard, but I wouldn't be able to shoot anything. So I'm going to make it a 4 and leave some room.
Okay.
Tower.
Our energy is also saying we have 12 out of 14, so we could allocate an extra.
So the tutorial didn't tell us our full potency. So we have an extra point on all of them then, don't we?
Oh yeah, we can go back and edit the other ones too.
See? So it's like a debugging lesson. Sometimes it works, but not as well as you want it to. I'm going to see if range 1 works and give the extra point to this.
All right.
5. So when I run it, everything's green, so we're happy.
Okay.
And then I'll edit this one. Hack. Yeah, 5, 10, 13. Let's give it more damage as well.
I love more damage.
Good catch. And then I'll hack this one.
Oh.
I'm going to give that more damage.
Car in the...
I'm focused on this. So, oh, you're right. Our health is 9.
Uh-oh,
but now look, those things got wiped out. So that's you helped me debug my program without a bug being in there. But it wasn't as effective as we wanted it to be. So that's good. We've coded, followed the instructions, and then we hacked it to debug it. And yeah, now look, this is just boom.
Oh, this is good. Okay. I feel much safer.
We win. Maybe. I shouldn't do that until it's known.
Yeah, the big ones. Oh, that little one might get in. Okay, we're good.
There we go.
Yeah, those big ones are scary. They're giving us a lot of money though, which is kind of
Yeah.
nice.
So we could really build out a lot of towers. And if you're playing along, you might be choosing different numbers when you code. That's totally fine. That's one of the cool things in tower defense is there's a lot of strategies, and you want to find the one that you think is optimal. But that doesn't mean doing what we're doing is optimal, as sad as that sounds. So look at
We
this.
try our best.
Yeah, we have
My
multiple
gosh.
waves, but we did lose 1 point of health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
Yeah, these might get in there.
I think one of them's going to get us.
Get out at the last second.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so two
Nice.
stars, 2 stars.
Got it.
So that's the way
So
the game plays.
and the stars we are awarded based on our performance.
I think because we took a hit, we don't get 3 stars.
Got it.
So this in a way is a debugger. I didn't get all 3 stars. I did something wrong. I could restart the level and continue to iterate and find better answers. But we're going to go to the next level because we're super achievers. And I'm going to skip the text, but we're now going to get a new element. So
Okay.
that's good. If we look at the documentation, you and I went over this earlier. So now some of these are coming in with more information. So like air ground targeting right here. There's set type. So the property is type. Set type air or ground. We got to remember that because we're going to add that in, and I'm going to forget everything.
Set both at the same time.
Yeah. Air ground. I wonder if you could do that.
Yeah. All of the above.
So let's make a tower equals new tower. This is my favorite part, clearly. I can do that one.
Yeah.
And then it was tower set type.
And
then it was all caps. Right?
Okay. I forget if there were quotation marks or not.
Let's see. I can debug it. Air is not defined. You're right. I did something wrong here. So saying quotation marks.
There might be.
Now when I run it, okay. So it needs damage, range, and fire rate. So we're not done.
Oh,
but that worked. And
we
want to try to go.
I see.
Set type. We're going to try to do everything.
Yep.
I like how you think. Run it.
And we need
damage.
Hey,
It's not. Yeah, but it didn't say like you can't do that. So maybe. Cool. So tower. Oops, I'm not clicked in. Tower. Set damage. We have a budget of 14. What do you think?
Oof. I liked the high damage. I think that was working fairly well.
It's like 8 or 9.
Like 8. 8's good.
All right, and then we'll split what's 8 and 6, so we can split the other 2 with 3. Set range 3. Tower set fire rate. That's the one I got wrong.
All right.
And it's important to know in the coding, like you see, I'm using lowercase, and then capital.
Yeah.
That means something here. So if fire rate is lowercase,
it's not going to be happy.
Yeah. So that's part of when you're coding, knowing what the language wants so you don't introduce bugs.
Got it.
All right, so that one worked.
Cool. We did the set type error.
Oh, it's not letting me. You know what it is? We're trying to do too much.
Put extras and now it's...
Yeah, see?
Yep.
The game knows.
All right. We'll play nice.
we can, I bet ya. Like, let me get this on. I bet I can go in and hack it again when the game's live and switch it.
Okay.
Ooh, boost.
Boost.
I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna boost it. Now we've got 19 points.
Oh, that's why it boosted. Okay, got it.
Yeah, oh, you're right. I'm looking at the money now. Only got 5 left. But now we have 5 more points. So you were talking damage. I say we make that a 10.
Beautiful.
And then fire rate means shoot more, which means damage more. So if I go 10, 5, and 4.
Sure. That's a powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. Upgrade complete. Let's see what this thing does.
Oh, I feel like we should add more towers.
You okay? Can I do it here again?
Yeah.
All right, we'll add another one. Tower equals new tower. And you'll notice, like, I'm going to get better at this as we play. Like, the more you code in a language for a program specific to something, the easier it's going to get. So if you were programming a toaster to toast the right way,
Yeah.
Eventually you'll be like, it's just another toaster. Super easy. So if you're at home doing this and you're like, this is a little bit confusing, just practice, practice, practice. It really gets easy. So I'm going to go tower set type.
Ground or both?
Well, I'm thinking, I liked what you thought. I think we can hack it and change it when we need it to change.
All right.
Because doing both didn't work. Tower set damage. I'm going to try, let's see, 14 divided by 3 is 4 plus 2 left over, remainder 2. So let's make the damage 5. Tower set fire. I really like fire rate, I think, because that's a lot more damaging.
Yeah.
And then tower set range 4, which is pretty close anyway. If I'm making a mistake, it's only virtual health points. Oh goodness, that 10 was... He didn't even have to shoot this gun.
Well,
Oh,
because
because
they're
it's
the
air.
airplanes.
Okay, so if I hack
So
this,
he's hanging out.
I'm going to turn this one on by doing that, right?
And now he should help.
Yeah. Now we can get all the money.
Yes, we need that money.
So,
Oh, get him.
all right. So there's the
Oh, that one
rewards
helps.
of programming, right? we did everything right. We tried to hack it and cheat. That didn't
Oh,
work.
now they're not going to hit the
Oh,
ground
goodness.
ones.
Hack. Oh my goodness, I gotta go fast. I'm talking like that's gonna help, apparently. And this would be, the guns were working, they just weren't doing what I wanted, right?
Right.
So we debugged a result we didn't want, but it was a valid result, kind of like flat cookies. They're still cookies.
Yeah.
They're just not as good.
All
right.
Get him.
So now, if they have the little drone things, yep, I gotta hack it, and I'm gonna make this one air, and that should save us. And then I can hack it and make this one air. Well, it's too far away for the next one.
There might be more. Oh, here come more.
There we go.
Of
Look at
course
all this
there's more.
money.
So yeah, I guess then you could build up your arsenal and...
Yeah, so if it goes well, I don't know, we're about to get it. Yep. Nope, it made it.
Nice, got him last second.
I'm gonna... Should I boost? I don't know, we're doing all right.
We're doing okay. You could probably add another one in the middle.
Okay.
Add
A new one?
yeah, super pepper spray maybe.
I wonder if the order matters. So let's try that.
Okay.
Tower set type. We know we want air. That went blue.
My hunch is this might be angry since
Set
my
damage.
logic is there is no new tower to set anything towards.
I'm going to put that in, but I'm going to put it on the bottom. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
We're coding. We can do what we want. Whether it works or not, it's another story. I think this one I want the range to be the biggest because you wanted me to put it in the middle, so we'll try to get everything.
Cool.
So if I make that an 8, then the damage can be 3. Tower set fire rate 3. I'm pretty clean here. Tower.
Yeah, you've been doing well.
Usually I'm a typo machine, but you know. So then tower equals new tower.
Your equals is not an equals.
No, it's not. Okay, see, I talked about it and triggered it.
Uh-huh.
Those
Okay.
keys are right next to each other in my defense. Line 1,
Okay,
tower is not defined.
Yeah.
Yep, you were right. I can't do that. Line 1.
Because I know from playing some of the other games that code runs sequentially. So sometimes if you put stuff after another piece, then it doesn't create correctly.
So you're right. I can't set these properties on a tower that I haven't made. Okay, yeah, good. See, so now you're debugging me again. And that works. There we go. Look at that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I did not need to boost. You were right. That was a better spend.
So helpful.
I'm going to change my camera, though.
Last wave.
They're going to all be cars.
I bet you. Yep. Oh, they'll probably be mixed.
That would be... unnecessary.
I was doing this. If I was the bad guys, which we know are never smart.
I'm going to make this one a ground one as well, because they're so far still ground. And I like that in the game it tells you when you've programmed wrong, so you don't even have to like turn it on and go, oh.
Yeah.
Should I make this one ground too? I should. Oh,
maybe.
Oh,
no, there's some error. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it.
I'm going to boost it though, because we got so much money.
And give it some more range, maybe.
So I've got 24. So I've got 5 points. I'll give all 5 to that.
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
It still doesn't see it. Here, how far away is it? There
we
go.
Should. Yeah, he should see it. Oh,
Hey, 2 stars.
We lost 2 health points at the end.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, so...
Oh, and then as you progress further, there's different maps and...
Power systems. Set power slow. Power. Not like energy power. I can slow.
Oh, it's like a
You make a slow
power.
gun.
Interesting.
So do you want to play with that, or should we move along? Because really, conceptually, coding in the hacking panel. So this is, if you haven't played the bunker, this is a great game to really actually code.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I'm coding, and even when I get it wrong, the hacking panel corrects us by telling us it's kind of serving as a live debugger when you run it. Nope, this isn't good. And then we were able to tweak it based on what's going on in the game to essentially live debug results that worked as a program but didn't work as a gameplay.
Yeah, and as a player, if I kept on with this, I would be able to figure out better and better ways to get more and more points and more money and
get all those stars.
Yeah, awesome.
So that's really the lesson in the bunker. Like, okay, kids, time for school. If you make the right decisions, you'll do better. So as you play and replay each of these levels, you can adjust what you're doing and debug your gameplay decisions to really make it better.
Yeah, and that tool seemed like it was really helpful. It would tell you when you would get things wrong and accidentally type things, or like you showed with the capitalization. So that's super helpful.
And minus signs are not equal signs. So yeah, tower defense games, they can get really intense at times. For me, that's a lot of fun. I like that the hacking tool has a built-in debugger to show where, like I tried to put the tower at the bottom, and it's like, no, you can't do that. That really makes it easy for anyone, if you're playing along, to zero in and go, oh, so this part's wrong. Let me debug it. Let me see what I did wrong.
Yeah, thankfully we didn't run into any moths or real bugs in the game.
Yeah, I'm glad that's a thing of the past. I really don't like bugs at all. So,
oh, I'm right there with you.
All right, so I'm going to get us out of this window.
Awesome. So up next, would you like to help me announce our grand prize winners?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cool. So just a reminder to everyone at home, this week's raffle is a bit different. We've normally given out the Terminal 2 swag bundle that includes the backpack, the t-shirt, the water bottle, and stickers.
Mm-hmm.
But because this is the last week of Endless Summer's Terminal 2 Tuesdays, we are giving out the grand prize, which is a voucher to join one of Endless Studios' courses for free.
Which is really, really nice. So before we do the drawing, like, good luck to everyone who entered.
Yes, good luck. And for our winners, it is time to announce.
Can I do the tap my desk thing?
Yeah, the drum roll, please. The Terminal 2 Tuesdays Endless Summer Grand Prize raffle winners are Elysian72 and Dennis with 3 N's.
3 N's.
Congratulations!
Congratulations to you both. That's really exciting. What do they got to do to get this?
So, in order to claim your vouchers, you need to email us at community@terminal2.com, and we will be sure to get you all of your prizes.
Awesome.
So, now that we've announced our winners, that brings our event to a close. Thank you so much for being a part of all of the events every week.
Yeah, thank you everyone for making the Terminal 2 Tuesdays such a fun part of our endless summer.
Yeah, and if you'd like to keep in touch, you can always join our Discord channel or follow us on social media. There will be links below.
Awesome. And you can also follow us on Twitch if you want. We'll be sharing streaming content there in the future as well.
Great. Well, thank you again for joining us for summer. Thank you, Craig. And I'm so glad we could share all of this with all of you. Goodbye.
Bye.